Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and today's daily, which is October 3rd. As we can see, we have puzzle page in front of us, which is hopefully loading up as I finish saying this, and it does. We've got our 12 tokens we can take up. Let's see what we've got. Oh, okay, well, there's an event going on right now. I might jump over there, take a look at it, depending on what's going on here. Let's see what we've got. Let's view this page. Get our discount, and okay, we have a little bonus here. Successful movie about smashing bricks. Oh, could it be Blockbuster? Blockbuster. There we go. We got that one. Cool. All right, let's jump into our picture cross. See where we go from there. Alrighty, so this 8 says that these all have to be in. The 1, 9 says 11 total, so we can do all of these. We'll have 2, 4, 6, 7. We get one more we can do, and that is gonna. Now we can't quite say what the rest of that is. Are all of? No, we could put 2 here. We could probably continue the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, what does any of that actually do for us? Can we do more on this 2 for some of these bigger guys here? Let's see. 1 get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2 get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 4, 2, 3 should give us something as well, right? 1, 2, 3 get 1, 2 get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's going to say these 2 also have to be in. Now this 2, 1 is actually done, so let's put those in. This one here says you can't ever be in, so we can increase our 5 over here by 1 more. That means this is part of this 4, which means this guy can't be in. I don't think there's much help for that one. These 2 guys here are part of the 1, 3 pair, so we could start marking off some of this stuff down here if we want to do that, but we can actually just get into this 4 maybe a little bit more. That will finish our 5 and put our 2 here. Now, let's see what else we can say. We know this one's going to be a 2. We don't know which way it goes. What else can we say? This 3 we already did. Okay, this 2 over here, this one here can't be in as well, so this one has to be because that's a 1, 1. That's going to finish our 1, 9. All right, both of these levels are now done for. What else can we get out of this then? Can't go there, can't go there. That's all good. We know you're in because of the 4, 2, 3. What about the 2, 5, 2? Let's look at that guy. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's perfect because it gives us the 1, 3 that we can work on. Now we know this 2, 2 has to go this way. Our 4's done. This 4 has to connect in. It's done. This 2, 4 we can do. So let's do it. 1, 1. Yeah, we can do the 2 for the 1, 1, 2. Because we could technically put both 1s over here. But then we can't put a 2 in here because this 4 is done. So we have to go. Well, no, we can't do that. Sorry. Because we can go that way or that way with it. Okay, so that won't work. I thought I had something there, but I did not. This one has to be in because of this 2, which finishes the 3. Now, yeah, so we do know that both of the 1s are over here because the 2 is going to take up one of these 2 spots, and then the other one obviously can't be done, and you can't be, and you can't be, and you can't be, so it's got to be these 2, which means we can finish the 3. And that's a 1 and 2, 4, 6. We can't ever get over to here, so the 2 has to go up here. 2, 3. You can't do much with the 3 there. What else do we have that is good to go? We know this is the 3 of this 1, 3, 1, which means this is another 1, and that forces the 3 here. That's going to tell us that is that 1. We still have a 1 to go here. It can't be there, can't be there, can't be there. But it could easily be either of these 2. 1, 1. We still know that one of those is in, so I can't say much. I might have to go into some crossing here to sort these guys out. Actually, no, the 7. Because we can't go to here, we have to go this way. that is our 1 for the 2-1 because we can't move this thing, which means these two have to be in. Good. Now it's going to push the 8 down this way. This one has to be in for the 2. The 1-1 we can't quite figure. The 1-2. Wait, something's not right. I can't make this 3 work. Ah, shoot. I screwed something up. What was it? Let's go back to this guy here. That guy was done. We couldn't take the 7 this way because the 3 was done. That finished that. This would have to be the 1 and... Oh, I didn't finish the 3. My bad. It's here and here. That was my goof. But no, that breaks it too, because now I can't finish our 2. Okay, we gotta start over. I did something wrong early on and I got screwed up with it. Let's reset. Hate to see it, but it happens. Alright, let's start over. These guys are definitely in. 1, 2, yes, this guy still has to do that. You have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, maybe I will just start using these, so I don't want to mess it up yet again. So let's get these X's in here. That is, of course, the 1, so that's in. This is also an X. Let's see about these other guys. Let's start putting in the ones we can do on these guys, because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gap 1, 2. It doesn't help. 1, 2, gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the 4, 2, 3. 3, gap 1, 2, gap 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All this is still the same. Gotta figure out where it is that we screwed up. The 2 obviously can't go here, so this has to be the 1, 9. This is all working just as normal, as we did last time. That's out. We don't know if this is a 2 or a 4, but we know it's in either way. So that's something. This 4 does go here. This 4 can't go up here. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, those could still go up. I was going to say the 5, but we can't determine which one of those is which, but we can say these are out. All right. Let's look at this 2, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to push that there. This now is the 2 and the 4. Again, all of this is seeming to go in exactly the same way. So we know the 2 is over here, so you are out. That 5, 2, we do know this one's in for the 2. This guy here has to be the final 2, and this is the 4. Let's get those taken care of. Now, what's the next step? This could still be a 3 and a 1. This 2 here says these are all done. This has to be a 1. This has to be the 3. Again, we're still going in the same direction we were before. We don't know what you are if you're the 1 or the 2. We don't know what you are if you're the... Well, we know you're part of the 2, so we can get rid of you. And that means this has to be the 2, and the 8 is done up there, like last time. What else do we have? This 1 is done, and this has to be the 3. That finishes our 5. These 2 have to be in. This has to be in for the 2. That finishes our 5. I'm curious because I feel like we did most of this stuff previously, but it's not working out the same for some reason. This is the 3. This is the 2, so this is the 1. That finishes all of those. These all have to be out. 2, 2. That's the same. That's done for. That's done for, which means this is that same thing. Must have been a misclick or something, maybe. Who knows? It is what it is. These 2 have to be in, so you are out and you are all out. Now this 3, we can put you in and take you guys out. And then you 2 are also out. This guy goes here to finish you off. This 411 we can do because you are out and you two have to be in. This has to be the last one for you. It's going to finish you, put you here. Okay. Don't know. It looks like a deer or something like that. Like a dick or something like that. It is a deer. Good. Don't know. I'm sure somebody will point out what I did wrong. All right, what's next? Let's go into Futoshiki. We've had this a few times, the last few of the ones that we've done. We've gotten slightly better each time doing them, so let's see if we can get on this one. Let's start with our 1s and our 6s to start with. One of those two could, or one of these three could be a 1. There's too many options there. Okay, this one is a 1. Can't put it anywhere else. It's going to leave these two now up here. Too many options. No, 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 no. So one of those two. Too many options there. Let's try up and down real quickly. No, too many options, too many options, too many options. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Too many options. Okay, let's look at the 6s then. Next. Gonna have a couple options there. No, 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 yes. Yeah, so it's 2 of those. Multiple options here. That's a no, that's a no, that's a no, that's a no, and that's a no. So this is in. A lot of those could be in. A lot of those could be in. No. Couple of options there. No, 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 and no. So you are a 6. Now, didn't we say there was something, a couple of options here? One of these guys, I think it was, right? You or you, maybe? You can't be, you can't be, you could be, you can't be, you can't. Yeah, this one was the one. That's the 6. All right, what's next then? No, 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 no. So one of those 2. That's a no, 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 yes. So that one forces this one. And then we should just have one more right here. So 6s are done. Good. Now let's go from there. We might have to go down to the 5s next, because essentially now the 5s are going to take on the same thing that the 6s do. We can't have anything where there's going to be something above it. So no, no, no. No, no. Not those, not those. This one here. That can't be in, that can't be in, that can't be, that can't be in, that be. So this one is, so it's sitting underneath the 5. That's the only case where you could have something above it. Is what I probably should have said to start with, but you get the point. None of those. Let's go back up maybe. So that one can't be, that one can't be, that one. Yep, so now this one is. Good. One of those 2. We got multiple options here. Multiple options there. Okay, this one here is. We had seen the couple options there earlier. I just didn't notice that we had removed all of them now. Oh wait, that's not true. This one could be a 5. Yeah, that could still be a 5. Okay, nope, that's not good. Didn't do it. That's a no-no. Some of those could still be in. So maybe the 5s aren't the right place to look right now, unless I need to go up and down here for a second. No, no. I can right here. Good. I just had to switch gears. Now, what does that tell me? No, 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 and no. So yes. Those are all done. One of those 2 is still in. One of those 2 is still in. So we have an X-Wing on 5s now. Maybe we need to switch over to 4s and see what we can do. Or maybe we go back to our 1s, but I don't know if the 1s are necessarily going to tell us much. Well, we do have a couple of general options that have been removed, so maybe there are more options for the 1. So let's take a look at it. Yes, no, yes, yes. No, 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 no. One of those 2. Doesn't look too good on that side. No, 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 no. So this is a 1. I think we removed the 6 here, or put the 6 here and remove that option of what could be the 1s there. So that's good. What else do we have then? No, 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 no. We said one of those 2 already. We said one of those 2 already. This guy will never be, but one of those 2 could be. One of those 2 could be. Okay, let's go back again vertically. You or you. Got multiples up there. Multiples down here. And multiples over here. So maybe there is an X-wing in there that I'm just not quite seeing yet. Let's see what else we can figure out now. Do we have enough information to start looking at what like this could possibly be? I think it goes down to a 3 because we can do 2, 1. Yeah, it does. All right, we might have to just start putting these guys in, and so we can see a little bit better what it is we're doing. See if anything kind of cross-references here. It can only be 4 or 3 because we can't go down to the 1. 4, 3 or 2. 3, 2, 1. No, not really helpful. Let's try you. 4, 3. Well, no, it can't go down to a 3. Okay, there it is. The least this can ever be is a 2. The most this can ever be is a 4, so it has to be that. Good. Now that says this is a 1-4 pair. Well, this can't be a 4, so that's the 1, that's the 4. That's now going to tell us these guys. Good. That's a 2-4 pair now, so this has to be that 1. Putting all these things in like this makes it a lot easier to see, but I try not to do it that way, just because that's personal preference. I like to try to do it without putting all the information in necessarily. We need a 5 and we need a 2. This can't be a 2, so this one is. We need a 3 and a 4. Either one could work, but that will make a 3-4 pair here, so this is a 2, which pushes our 4 and our 2. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and this one will be a 3 as well. What are these last couple? We need a 3 in this row, or column, excuse me, and we need a 4, and then we can put the 1 and the 2. There we go. Okay. Not too bad on that one. All right, what's next? Let's do the Challenger. All right, let's see what we can do here. Defensive active in... Oh, it's a parry. Good. Twinkly at night. Starry. The least covered. The least covered. I don't know what that is. Wrap style of headgear. I don't know what that is either, I don't think. Oh, it's a turban. Got it. Stages and times should be eras. Cartridge for film or tape. We're going to go with cassette. If you all remember what cassettes are. Anti-friction substance would be a lubricant. Good. Pull ahead of would be to overtake. Good. Knock senseless would be stun. Let's keep going across here. Large predatory feline would be a cougar. Immature swarm. I was going to say midge, but there's no M. Immature swan. I thought it said swarm. I don't think I know what a young swan is called. I think I know I've heard the word, but I can't I wouldn't be able to pull it out of my memory at this point. So we'll have to get back on that when we get some some verticals done. Yeah, tropical fruit, papaya, aptitude, art would be aptitude or art. I don't know. Can't see that one right away. Let's go up the ups and downs. Abated or subsided. Meted? I don't think that's it. Let's move on. Postal service by plane. Air mail. Okay. I was trying to be I was thinking it's air something, but I could not figure out what the other word was. Duh. Take it easy would be to rest. Comes before Friday. That would be the Thursday. Refute would be rebut. Farther off. Archaic. I want to say it's like yonner or something like that, or yonder. That's what it is. Okay. Let's go back to this one. The least covered. Oh, barest. Yeah, that's good there. Abated or subsided. Let's try to fit this one. Oh, it's just going to be ebbed. Okay. What about you? In an agitated state. Panicky. Okay. Death notice. Obituary. Colossal or gigantic is going to be titanic. Create something with wool. Knits. Good. Tied indoor hat. Archaic. I don't know. We'll come back to that one. Provide with tools is equip. What are you? Greenish blue. Cyan. Immature. Oh, a signet. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. I have heard of that. Just like I said, I wouldn't have thought of that just off the top of my head, though. Aptitude or art? Aptitude. Oh, knack. I don't know what that has to do with art, though. Tied indoor hat. Archaic. Something cap. Mop cap? Bop cap? That's not bop cap. Sop cap? I have no idea. Let's get a letter on this one, because I'm not gonna be able to. It is with an M. I really don't know, so I'm just gonna click on these guys. I think it would have to mob cap. I have never heard of a mob cap before in my life. Okay. I was saying I also don't speak archaic English, so I'm sure a lot of people don't either. Let's go into bridges. What are we looking at time-wise? We're doing okay. Let's keep going. I don't know that we're going to have time to get to the event stuff today, but that's all right. No, I didn't want to do you. I want you. This guy here in the corner. Actually, this 6 is just given, so we'll put you in. That's going to finish our 2 and our 5. The 1s, we can't connect 1s together because then we'd have an island, so they must go this way. It's going to say the 2 has to go this way and it still has to continue. The 3 has to finalize. This 3 has to use the corner, has to continue, and has to continue, which means it comes back this way. Good. It's going to give us these guys. You. The 1 has to connect in, so this has to come back down. What else can we now say? This 3 has to act as a corner, so does this one. 2, 4, that doesn't. This 3 has to continue up, though, and the 2 has to come back over. It's going to get 1 more of those guys. This 2 has to do its business. The 4 has to now... Thank you. Don't remove my bridges. Can you please work? Thank you. The 5 has to do its little T-shaped thing, so we'll do that. Now this 2 has to finish into the 7. This 5 has to finish. This 5 has to finish. The 7 has to. The 4 has to. The 3 has to. Good. 2's got to come down. 3's got to come down. 4 has to do its job. We're just going to set these guys off. There we go. Doing all right. What's next on the list? I'll do the commercial for the wordy, then we'll do the crossword, and that might be the end of it. So, alrighty, let's get into it. Let's do our crane and see if we need to put pious in or not. Probably not, because I don't think we're going to get another vowel, but do we want to start thinking the S is still a nice one to try to put in, and if you do get a third letter, that's not a bad thing. But let's see if we can think of anything else that might. Because it's probably like an E here and an A here. That would be my first guess. Like taken or... No, I was going to say baker, but we can't use the R. Paved would work, but I don't really like putting a V in. I'm liking, well... Did I say taken? We can't do taken. There's no N. Could do take-er. We could do baked with the D at the end. Which one do we like? B is usually not the greatest letter. T is decent. Let's just do the baked and let's see what comes out of it. Sometimes you get some weird ones going. Okay, so it was what I thought it was with the A, E, and a D, so we just got to figure out what goes in between them now. Again, paved is possible, although I don't like P or V all that much. Of course, if it is a P and I didn't do pious to start with, that would have been funny. It could also be waved. It could be sated. Could be gated. Hated, mated, and there's tons of them. We probably have to put a T in this thing. The question's going to be, what do we want to put with it? Because a T is always a good letter to use. Let's do gated. It's going to be one of those where we just have to keep guessing the singular letters until we find it. So let's do it. It's not hated. What else do we say we have? Faded, sated. Let's do sated. Nope. These are always the tough ones when you get yourself into the situation where it could be any letter that finishes it off, essentially. Mated. We sit here and take like 13 clues to get to it. What else do we have? It could be a double D as well, and that's looking like that's what it is, dated. Yeah, okay. I didn't think about that one. Although I usually wouldn't do the double letter if we have an instance like this where we have tons of different words that could be worked without it, but oh well. We got to it at the end. Okay, let's do the crossword. And this might be the last one. Yeah, we're at 30 minutes already, so this is probably the last one we do. A settee would be a couch. Guide in. Don't know that one right off the top, so let's move on. Vogues or trends? Don't know that right off the top. Always. Ever? Crowd around. Mob. Droops. Wilts. Come on. Gotta be a little bit, I can't think of the word right now, but can't go too quickly is what I'm trying to say on this thing sometimes, because it just doesn't, it won't recognize that you've clicked on something. Unacceptably. Don't know that one at the top. Feathered scarf is a boa. fees owing, dues. I was going to say debts, but we don't have a B. Deep emotional upset would be, I don't know. Trauma? Trauma. Yeah. Spades, rakes, tools. Anxieties, fears. Again. Let's go. Let's go up and down. Choice, option. Select good from bad. Cull. Let's try these guys. Let's see if we get some more letters on these ones we couldn't figure out. Detective. Inference. Sleuth. Okay. Checks out or watches. Sees. Nope. Try something else. Checks out or watches. Don't know. Let's go back to this one if we have an extra letter. Guides in. Guide in. Still don't know what that could be. I feel like it has to be start with a vowel because nothing else works with an S there. I don't know why I can't think of that one. Let's move on. Waiver. Don't know. Hansel. It's got to be. If you grew up as a child in a German family, which is my background is German, you'll know about Hansel and Gretel. I'm sure most people do, though. Anyway, roof window is a dormer. Currency used in France is a euro. Nowadays, lay hold of. Oh, just take. Let's see if we can go back and get some of these other ones. Unacceptably. Badly. Yeah, okay. Vogues or trends is just styles. Okay. What else do we have? So it's just these three left over. What are you? Checks out. Watches. We tried C's. It wasn't that. I don't think it's going to be seek. No. What the heck could this one be? It's 4 letters. How hard can this be? Apparently quite. Let's go back to some of these. Waiver. Oscillate. That would be a tough one to get just on its own. Guide in. Okay, come on. We got to figure this one out. Assure. Okay, now let's check. Eyes. Just eyes. Okay. Oh well. Had a little snags on that one, but made it through it eventually. Yeah, we are definitely at the end here, so hope you all enjoyed that one. Once this thing gets through, that was our daily for October 3rd. Puzzle page very rudely got stopped by an advertisement there, so as I was saying, hope you all enjoyed this one, and we'll see you, most likely we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.